Hi there, I am Bonnie McCaffery, and thank you so much for coming back this month for another vidcast. I'm so excited. I really think you're going to love this person here. This is Susan Pickering Rothamel, and I never met you, but about 25 years ago, I saw Sue's work at my little local gallery in Hawley, Pennsylvania, at the Gingerbread Gallery, and oh my gosh, she had this most beautiful collage work, but boy, you have branched out. I mean, I thought your stuff was spectacular then, but you're really doing exciting stuff here. Yeah. So I see you got a space for us. Let's go on over and we'll get set up.
Go do a few how-tos.
Let's go.
Okay.
This is exciting. Now, what are you going to show us first?
Well, this is mica, and mica really has unique properties. Mica, a rock.
A rock.
It comes from
the ground.
So this
is a rock.
It is. It's a rock, and just like slate, it comes in layers. So I gave you a piece, and I have a piece here. I want to show you this. If you can cleave this simply by putting your fingernail in between, and you can get out of this piece hundreds. I can do hundreds of layers just by sticking my fingernail or a little tool in here. Take a look at this. I'm going to put it here.
Put it there. Go ahead, do it. Oh my gosh.
Now I have 3 pieces from one. The more you thin it, the clearer it becomes. So you don't want it too thin because then it just looks like plastic.
Right.
Now you have all this very beautiful natural sepia sort of toning to it.
How sturdy is it?
It's pretty sturdy, and it's fractures all at the same time. Watch. So you can see the fracturing.
So
as
a design
I'm going to
element.
show you how to do something really cool with that designing element in a minute. But the nice thing is that you can put photographs in it.
Okay, so what are you going to show us with the photograph?
Well, I'm going to show you on this piece of mica, and I'm going to use this adhesive.
And what is this?
Perfect Paper Adhesive Gloss. And the reason you would want a gloss adhesive is because this is a shiny surface. So when you think shiny, think shiny. And we call it PPA because after it was developed and named Perfect Paper Adhesive, we realized it worked on lots of surfaces. So it's called PPA, Perfect Paper Adhesive. And this is just a little photograph of Madonna. And I'm going to put it right on there. I can even put the adhesive over the surface, and then that way I can use that adhesive to adhere the piece that I removed. And this will be then sandwiched in between. You don't have to use the adhesive. You have the option to use the adhesive.
Okay.
Because you can stitch it, because you can sew through the mica.
Really?
You can punch holes in it. And this
so
piece
cool.
over here to your left,
yes.
You can see I punched holes and added beads and used the old woman, which I love that photograph, and a stamped image using our paints. And it really does showcase her so beautifully.
It does. What a great way to include photos. This is just another way we've never thought
used
about
this before.
No.
It allows you a great opportunity to protect them as well because, of course, this is millions of years old. So this is another piece, and it's about medium flexibility.
Okay.
It's not too hard and not too soft. So I've thinned this one up a little bit.
Right.
It still has lots of color, which is what I like. And this is called an embossing machine. And they have these folders. If you're in the paper industry, you sure know them. But a lot of the quilters know these too.
Yeah.
And it comes with these plates. And all you do is you roll this right through here. Now you're going to have to listen. Put your mic real close. And I'm cracking that mica. And I hope I had it thin enough. If it's not quite thin enough, you won't get a strong impression. But if it is thin enough, watch. Ready? This is the magic.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
This is magic. Look at the patterning now that is on this.
Oh, my God.
And there are dozens and dozens
this.
and dozens of these folders with every pattern known to mankind. It doesn't matter what you want. They make an embossing folder for it. The thinner it is, the more impression you get, the more fractures. Very cool.
All right, Sue. More mica chips.
More mica. These are called Mica Delights. Mica Delights are the smallest form of crushed mica, and they're beautiful and sparkling. See all the sparkle?
Oh, I do.
But they're not garish like glitter. It's because it's natural rock.
Yeah.
And when it's crushed, it has a natural sparkle. It's like what's in your lipstick and your nail polish and your car paint.
Really?
Yep, same thing. So that's what makes it sparkle. So I'm going to show you a couple of ways to use it. My friend Sherry had this fabric, which she thought was pretty homely. You know, it is pretty homely.
It's an interesting fabric.
Yes, it is. It really is. But she wanted to use little bits of it, and this is what I did to it, just with a little bit of adhesive and the mica. So let me show you how easy. This, again, we're going to go back to this perfect paper adhesive gloss.
Okay.
And I put it into a little bottle, and we have these like really nice needle nose bottles, and all I did was just draw with it.
Yeah.
Like
that
so.
looks easy.
This is pretty easy. This is called tracing. So pretty easy to trace something. And then
we could do that.
Yeah, I think so. And you can just embellish and enhance. Let's see, I'll put a little purple on top of this blue. That ought to be pretty. And then you just put the colors back in the jar. And when it dries, it's perfect. Lovely to add additions to your art quilts and all kinds of things. Let me show you. I'm going to dump it back in the jar.
And doesn't the fabric make it easy to do that?
No, yes, it does. Much better than paper. So look at that.
I love it.
And then we have a little broom that you sweep it off with, a little sparkle sweeper, and it cleans off the fabric perfectly.
And it stays pretty soft.
And it's very flexible.
What is this?
Much prettier.
Or are you going to save that for us?
No, I'm going to show you this right now. This is called a mica tile, like I showed you before. But in this case, I'm using a stencil and adding mica to it. So now I can embellish a little bit further. And you do that with this product. This is called 101 Light. We also have one that's heavy. It just depends on your technique that you want to do. And you apply it through a stencil.
Does it dry clear always?
No, it dries white.
It dries white, but that doesn't matter because we're adding
colors to it. So I load my palette knife or a trowel or a credit card, a room key.
Dead credit
card. And you just apply it right through the stencil.
Yeah.
Collect all the areas. And look at that. Now, if I didn't want to, I could actually have added paint to this first. And you can add about 25-30% paint with no problem. Right. So it wouldn't be white. Then it would be colored underneath if you wanted it to. And again, we'll go back to our little Mica Delights, and we simply sprinkle them on. How's that?
I love it. And I can certainly see that you could use the stencil on fabric.
Anything. In fact, that's what I did here. So let me grab this piece.
Cool.
This was a stencil. It was a plastic stencil, but you can use metal or plastic, whatever. But if you do the stencil with the paint, and then what I came in was with a paintbrush and the adhesive, and just very contemplatively added it and added the black onyx.
So let me just be clear. Stencil.
With paint.
With paint. Then let that dry. And then now use this adhesive. And what color is this?
Black onyx.
Love it. Oh, that's a beautiful. And do you sell all the stencils?
We do. We have stencils. We have all different kinds of things. Can I show you another one? I have something called Mica Flakes. They're even larger than this.
Really? Okay. Yes,
please. Let's just get set up for that one.
All right. We'll be right back. Hey, this looks like mica flakes.
This is larger chunks of mica. Cool. And these are called calcined. So when they're heated at very high temperatures, something that's very silver or clear will turn gold.
So I'm curious, like the stuff that we just had, if you heated that, it would turn gold?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes, when it be in its natural state.
Right.
So some of them are colored and some of them are already heat treated. That one's colored.
This is colored.
And this one's calcined.
Okay, so this is in its natural state but superheated.
Right.
And then this has some colors added. Would you say that?
Correct.
Okay.
That's it.
Got it. Right.
So I'm going to show you how to use a fusible with these products too. Just simply cut out a heart, which is kind of an easy thing to do. Most people know how to do a heart. So you start by folding it and then just cutting it all the way around. Okay, there we go. There, that's a better heart.
You are perfect, aren't you?
So what you do is you take off one layer.
Got it.
And you put this down. And would you take that iron there and just move it right over that and heat it right to the fabric? Oh, I don't know, just a few seconds. Now you peel this piece of paper off. You wait for it to cool a little tiny bit. It has to cool a little bit. And then you let this come off. Like so.
Oh, there we go.
And the trick is with this is to put on the largest things first. So we're going to use both flakes and delights. And I'm going to really load my flakes on there. And I decide where they're going to go very, very accurately.
I see that, like one at a time.
Absolutely. However, if you are fussy, you can do them one at a time.
Tweezers?
Tweezers, perfect.
Tweezers
and then you can fill it in with all your colors. And your colors, just these are the little ones, and they act like a mortar, sort of. They fill in the holes.
Got it.
And then what you can do is you can use your paper or parchment, and you can just iron this right onto here like so.
Okay.
There you go. Give it a whirl.
I'll give it a go.
And give it a good whirl.
Like
maybe twice or three times longer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep. Because mica, conducts heat. So the heat has to go through the mica to the glue, soften the glue, make it stick from the back side. That was your point.
Do you flip it over now?
You can flip it over after you remove all your extra. And I always retain all of this into a little place that I can then use again. So if you're doing each color individually, that's fine. Okay, and then you want to come in and see how these hang over. If you don't like it, you just lift those off of the fabric part and brush it. And look how beautiful that is, but look at this.
Gorgeous.
And any shape you want. And if you have a die cut machine, like the machine I used a little bit earlier to crackle the mica, there's dies, and you can cut any shape you want out of the fusible.
I love it.
And then iron it on, and you can use your gilding. Oh, gilding. I think I'll have to show you gilding next.
What's gilding? All right, let's get set up so we can see what gilding is. Okay. Gilding. Now, who does not like gold?
Oh, everyone. And our gold comes in 6 colors.
Wait. Is that it?
This is it. This is called Gilding Glitz because it gives you a little bit of glitz. This is variegated, and again, it's a treatment that we do to the copper itself, and it makes it all these beautiful plums and reds, and it comes in gold and silver and autumn and sunset and all these beautiful, it's just gorgeous. So gilding is a natural copper material. It starts out as copper. Even the gold starts out as copper, and it's transformed, and I'm going to show you. You can use tape. This is called grate tape, and you can see that you can get nice strips.
Would you say that's like the double-sided? It's not.
It's a glue. There's no cellophane. There's nothing in the middle.
Okay.
So it's glue that lays out in a strip.
Like a strip. Okay.
Right. You can use a duo. Now, duo is a double. You use it when it's wet, and when it's wet, it's very sticky. When it's dry, it's perfectly tacky. This is a gilding adhesive. And on this little piece here, we just brushed it on.
Okay.
And then the gilding sticks to this. So there's lots of ways to do it.
Could you just squeeze it from the bottle?
You can.
Dots.
Or a brush.
Lines.
Yeah, lines, brushes, whatever. And we actually have a little tool you can use to draw with it so you can sign your work and gild it. We have leaves in our driveway, beautiful oak leaves, and every year
so these are real?
Yes, these were real, and all I did was iron them, and they were very brown. And you can see that with the addition of the duo glue, they are very flexible. And I'm going to sort of show you how to do some of this, and using materials that you might be familiar with. So you can use your salts, your fusible salts. You can use fusible threads. You can use the duo. You can use the grate tape. There's all different ways to do it. And I'm just going to show you a little bit on this piece how I did the gilding. And we're going to use the fusible because most of your audience is familiar with fusible.
We have fusible.
And I'll just cut a crazy shape. I'm not even going to try to do anything wonderful. So what we do is remove one side and apply it. This is a parchment with, we have a fiber, and with our fibers you get a great big sheet of parchment. So I'm just going to hold this. You iron it.
How long am I doing this?
Just a couple seconds.
Just till it sticks.
Right.
Okay, that was good.
Nice and hot.
Let it cool.
Right. Take your parchment off. There we go. Okay, so we're going to take the paper off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this foil.
That's my favorite. No, I love gold, too.
Are we all covered? Wait, there's a spot right there.
I think I'm going home glittered.
Oh, so you want to just iron it so that it adheres to the fabric and the gilding.
Got it.
And then what you're going to do, carefully remove this.
You have to let it cool or no?
No, not really.
Just do it.
Yep. And then you use, there's a little sponge that you get with this.
Okay.
What this does, it's called a texture sponge.
Yeah.
It comes with all of our gildings because you use this to remove
Look at it.
The extra gilding. Look at this on the salts.
Look at it on the salts. I love that.
And with the little bit of color that's with it.
Oh my gosh, this is really cool stuff.
I know. We really can mix all of our materials together.
You know what, Sue? You have so much. We have to have another video to show lots more.
Oh, you know I like that.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, let's do it.
This is cool stuff.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much this month, and thank you, Sue, for doing this with me. I can't wait to see what the next video will be.
You're so much fun, Bonnie. Thank you.
Oh, my gosh, you're great. And thank you all. I hope you will come back next month because you want to see what else Sue is up to, and she has so much more to show you. You're going to love it. So thanks for being with me, and I hope you'll come back next month to see me then. Thanks. Bye.